We're watching from now.
I just want to contribute, one big play a game. Whether it be, a really big tackle on kickoff, whether it be a really big block in the game, or whether it was me setting up some kind of big play. I just want to, personally, I just wanted to contribute at least one play.
At 5'7", 170 pounds, he's hardly intimidating. That is, until you see him hit. Guyton Galdera may not be the biggest warrior, but he may just have the biggest heart. Tonight, we go under the helmet with a special team star who's still fighting for a spot on defense.
Brino Wood, I tell you, man, if you guys watch some of his highlights, man, he's amazing. For a little guy, he can just knock big guys over. He probably knocked me over on kickoff,
I mean, if you could take his guts, his heart out of his chest and body, put it in, a guy that's 6'4", 220, he's an NFL guy on Sunday.
But for now, Guyton Galdera is content doing what he does, blocking and tackling on special teams, making plays wherever he can. Now, you may not always see him, but trust me, he's there.
I take it very personal. I take a lot of pride in doing my job. If I know I beat the guy across from me, we have a chance of winning, And if everybody kind of thinks that way on special teams, then we're going to be, victorious.
In a way, he's already won. You see, Guyton has always been undersized. When he first started playing Pop Warner in 3rd grade, his coach didn't want him, but he never let up, and eventually...
My 3rd year, this is Pop Warner, so when I was a little kid, I was still smaller than everybody, but, I started tearing it up on the field or whatever, and I could see it, in my coach's eyes that his whole perspective changed. I've been told that I was, my stature, I've been short my whole life, but, I kind of counter that with, just hard work, technique.
As years went by, he perfected his craft on the field and in the weight room. Guyton can bench press 225 pounds 20 times, and as you heard, he's already got everyone's respect. 4 times throughout his career, he's been awarded the game ball after a Warrior victory. Not bad for a little guy.
Ryan is tripped up before he gets to the 15.
There's his advantages to being short too as well, When I run down on kickoff, I'm blowing up guys that's, twice the size of me, but I have leverage. It's the secret, I guess you can say.
Yet after he graduated from Kamehameha in 2004, no one recruited him. He thought about playing for a few Division III schools, but after meeting with UH defensive backs coach Rich Miano,
I thought to myself, man, if I'm going to stay home, I might as well, go big or go home. Kind of an attitude. And I came one summer, I worked out, and I never left. I came every day. And, I'm still here till today.
3 years later, he's found a niche. But for all that he's accomplished and overcome,
I like to think of myself as, the typical island boy, local boy from Hawaii, born and raised from Waihoa.
A local boy in touch with his roots. Guyton's other passion is hula. He's been dancing since his freshman year at Kamehameha, and for the last 5 years, he's competed at the most prestigious event in the world.
I dance with, that's for Kaleo Trinidad, Kaleo Laka Ikaikino Kala. And ever since I joined Mary Mark, I got in touch with my Hawaiian side, my culture side.
Guyton says it also helps him balance out his life, offering an escape from the rigors of football and school. One day he may find himself passing the tradition on to the next generation as a kumu hula. He's already had practice, helping the Warriors with the pregame ha'a. Keala Watson and Brad Kalilimoku were in charge of the lyrics. Guyton handled the moves, but admittedly, there was hesitation within the team at the beginning of the year.
Like, why is it like a Hawaiian thing, I mean, it's kind of thing like that. Like I said, so of course we made it in Hawaiian language because we're from Hawaii, but it has nothing like, so there's nothing to do with, being Hawaiian or, being Polynesian or even being from Hawaii. You can be, it's just about being a Hawaii warrior.
While coaches preach that special teams is 1/3 of the game, it still eats at Guyton to come off the bench on defense. But he stays focused, knowing that every time he charges downfield, someone is watching.
I would kind of want him to get out that, when they look at number 18 on the field, they, they know that I'm playing for them, kind of thing, and representing Hawaii, there's no better feeling. There's no better feeling.
So he continues to battle, throwing his body around with reckless abandon, earning labels like overachiever, even underdog. But Guyton has only one explanation for the heart he puts on display every Saturday night. He's just a typical local boy. For the June Jones Show, I'm Steve Uehara. Finally tonight, former UH head coach Dick Tomey once said, football is not a complicated game. People are complicated. Most of the teams that don't work, it's not because they're not capable, it's because they don't work well together.
The Warriors are doing everything expected of them, winning games and doing it together. Colt Brennan's bad ankle will not be the storyline all season, but what it's brought out of him and his teammates will.
Right now, Hawaii is one of only 9 undefeated teams left in the country, and Tyler Grunke is a big reason why.
What makes it more meaningful for Grunke and the Warriors, Brennan did not sit on the bench and fall victim to his frustrations. He stood on the sidelines rooting and mentoring his future successors.
And that's gone a long way for the unity and togetherness of the team. Our thanks go to Coach Jones and Gaitan Galdera for being a part of the show. We'll see you next week.